Hey y'all, today's video is just a short. It coincides with the blog today. It's our travel bucket list from last year and what we got accomplished, and then our travel bucket list this year. Here's the list of the things we did do. We saw the eclipse from Oak Ridge Campground in Rockport, Indiana. We saw Alabama. Another state was South Carolina. 5 state parks: Warrior Path, Cedars of Lebanon, Harrison Bay, David Crockett Birthplace. All those were in Tennessee. And then for 5, I added Santee in South Carolina. 2 national parks: Cumberland Gap National Historic Park, which is Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee, and then Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Ohio. A national wildlife refuge or nature preserve. We did Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge in Alabama, Hatcher Gardens, Adesto Memorial Gardens, Glendale Preserve and Waterfall. All those were in South Carolina. And then I did read 53 books last year. Walk a mile a day average. We far exceeded that, though we didn't track it well. Our goal was 10, but we managed 7 mom and pop campgrounds. Oak Ridge Campground, which I mentioned, in Indiana. Kentucky in Kentucky, which we stayed at twice. Cowford Campground in Alabama. Mammoth Ridge in Tennessee. Woodsmoke Family Campground, Pine Ridge Campground, and Outside Inn, all in South Carolina. 15 free overnights. I think we probably exceeded that. We stayed at 2 different Planet Fitnesses, Walmart twice, Lowe's once, Cracker Barrel at least 9 times, maybe more, and then Tamarack in West Virginia. Movie night, we had a movie night in Knoxville. Any amusement park, we went to Kokomo Beach when we were in Indiana. A beach trip, we didn't make it to the ocean, but we still managed to play on a lot of beaches. We had several days on the water. 2 state parks outside of Tennessee. The goal was 5, which Fort Boonesborough in Kentucky and Santee in South Carolina. I don't remember going to any other state parks. A trip with no interstates. We did manage that, from Kokomo, Indiana to Owensboro, Kentucky. Our goal was 5 visitor centers, but we have a love for visitor centers and welcome centers. So Richmond and Berea, Kentucky visitor centers, the Welcome to Kentucky Visitor Center, the Ohio Welcome Center, Indiana Welcome Center, as well as Rockport's Visitor Center, Alabama Welcome Center, Athens and Scottsboro Visitor Centers, several different Tennessee Welcome Centers, because we kind of traveled all over the state this year, as well as Greenville and Jonesboro's Visitor Centers, the North Carolina Welcome Center, which we spent over an hour at and did the hike up to the lookout. That's a very nice welcome center, and you could easily spend part of the day there, having lunch and doing the hike and just relaxing before the rest of your journey. South Carolina Visitor Center, and then Spartanburg Visitor Center. So that's a total of 17, give or take. Our goal was 100 subscribers on YouTube. We've surpassed it now, but at the end of 2024, we had 95. Try a new food monthly. That was easy and a very fun goal to get done. From fresh seafood in Alabama, and then the Brazilian food in South Carolina, and this little Cajun place in Rockport, Indiana, which was really good, but definitely a little spicy. Our goal was 5 lakes. We managed 4. Wheeler Lake in Alabama, Chickamauga and Cherokee Lake in Tennessee, and then Lake Reba in Kentucky. We did 4 rivers, and the goal was 5. The Tennessee River, Ohio River, Kentucky River, and Holston River. What didn't we do that was on our list? We didn't really grow social media much. We definitely at times ate out way more than twice a week, although I didn't take an average for that. And we did not reach 500 followers or subscribers. But overall, we're happy with what we did get done. This year's list, which is on the back side of last year's, and this will all be in the blog where you'll be able to see it better. But 3 new states, a day out on the water, 4 new state parks, an amusement park or water park day. 5 visitor centers, which again, we love visitor centers. That'll be an easy one. Post to social media daily. So far, so good. 2 wildlife or nature preserves. 100 subscribers on YouTube, which we did it. Currently, we're sitting at 106. Go us. Next goal is 500. Travel by train. Take a train ride. A ghost tour. Literally anywhere. We did one in 2024 in Franklin, and it was okay. We've done them in the past in Franklin and really had a lot of fun. Excuse me. We've also done one in Chattanooga, and it was just too big and moved too quick. By too big, I mean there was just too many people. It had to have been 25 people on that tour. 10 small campgrounds, meaning not a franchise or a state park. 20 free spots. 52 bucks for me again. Get the drone out twice a month. So far we're failing on that because we didn't do it at all in January, but we didn't really go anywhere either. Hit a beach. Look for seashells. Another national park. Try local foods once a month. Visit with a fellow nomad. 50 followers on TikTok. So far we're sitting at 25 and it doesn't seem to move no matter what I do. I don't know what's going on over there. 50 followers on Facebook. We did that. We went from 40 something and we are now sitting at like 165, and that's all in the last month. Collab with a brand. Enjoy the fall foliage for as long as possible, which means going north and then heading south, which is our plan anyhow. Camp in 2 new state parks. And too bad I set that goal for a new state park because we've done Warriors Path already. Currently sitting there. Ride bikes, even if we rent them. Tour a small town. See the goofy stuff too. Visit a nature center or a zoo. We did Cleveland Metro Park Zoo last year. That was a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind going back because we didn't get to see much of the zoo that day. Find a cool rock. Leave it behind. Make a new recipe monthly. 4 museums of any kind. I said in the blog we didn't get to many, and then I listed them, and I'm like, okay, we did more than I thought. We did Alabama Veterans Museum, Spartanburg Railroad Museum, Greenville Museum, Jonesboro Museum, Kentucky Hall of Fame and Museum. And I think that might be it, but I could be forgetting one. And then 5 tours of any kind. Last year we did the Mayfield tour, the ghost tour I mentioned above, Carnton and Carter House, BMW, and Walnut Grove Plantation, and then the Greenville Car Museum, but I put that as a tour because it was more of a tour than a museum, but it's kind of both. And then visit the local libraries, and I put a goal of 10, but obviously that depends on how much we travel. If we're in the same area for a long period of time work camping, then there won't be that many different libraries to go to. Thanks for watching.